Welcome to another edition of JaySapChats. I am here with longtime friend Michael Adams.
What's going on, Jay?
Of the Pin Machine.
Pin Machine Group, yeah.
Pin Machine.
Pin Machine, LLC.
All right.
Yep.
Hold on. Let's talk about the Pin Machine for a second, because it wasn't always a pin machine.
Yep, it was not.
All right. You're a local to me company.
Yeah.
Right? How far do you think we are away? What did it take you to get to our
10
house?
miles. Yeah, we were in Attleboro before we moved to Cumberland in June.
Okay.
So we were right behind the Attleboro Y on Bank Street. Been there since like 1940.
But the name wasn't always Pin Machine since 1940. So give me a little background. Give me the story of the Pin Machine.
Yeah, so it started as North Attleboro Jewelry Company. Bill Romero and his dad started this whole thing, well before I was even a thought.
Right.
Started as a USA shop, USA manufacturer.
So they were a made in the USA, shop of...
Yeah, custom emblematics, so
right.
a lot of metalwork, manufacturing.
So emblematics as a category is obviously big in promo.
Yeah.
Define emblematics. Just list me down, give me the 30 seconds of the 500 products that you do.
Yeah, I mean, you start at the top with lapel pins. That's kind of our bread and butter. Coins and keychains would be kind of 1A and 1B. We do a lot of race medals, cuff links, zipper pulls, bag charms, fun, commemorative, sentimental type pieces, smaller. A lot of it's produced locally, a lot of it's produced overseas. So we kind of have a good mix and match of local production and overseas production, a lot of different capabilities, but, miniature type products.
And you were doing these in North Attleboro, Massachusetts.
So, back, believe it or not, 1940, 1950, Attleboro was the jewelry capital of the world.
For real?
Google it. It's crazy.
Is that true?
That is true. Yeah. And I know a lot of this started in Providence area as well. So you have a lot of, Providence manufacturers.
I didn't realize that.
That still hold true today, but obviously as time's gone by, a lot of outsourced, stuff. So I had to kind of pivot and change the business model.
When you moved to Attleboro, when you moved to Rhode Island, right? Did you keep the factory and the warehousing capabilities?
No. So the shop in Attleboro was more so just like an office location.
Okay.
We have a lot of local subcontractors that we have incredible working relationships with.
So it's made in the USA. It's not made in the USA by you.
Correct.
It's made by partners that you have who are full-time jewelry manufacturers that supplement their business with making items for the promo space
100%
on a white label basis.
100%.
Got it. And you've worked with some of these companies, I'm guessing, for
50
years.
So it's been wonderful, and just really good relationships. They do stuff.
And this is a family-owned business, Pin Machine.
Yep.
And now talk to me about the name change, because again, you were North Attleboro Jewelry Company, NAJC.
Right.
Like you see it online and you're like, what is this?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden you're this retail-y looking, Pin Machine.
Right.
How'd this happen?
Yeah. So the sons, Charlie and Tommy, sons of Bill Romero, they kind of took the business and really kind of wanted to run with it.
Smart kids, right?
Very smart kids.
They came out of where?
Charlie went to Williams.
Right.
And Tommy went to Bowdoin. So
Williams and Bowdoin. This is the NESCAC, everybody. If you want your kids to be successful, send them to the NESCAC. Williams, Bowdoin.
Yeah,
don't send them
I'm a product of Springfield College. The new math, nothing to write home about there.
Yeah. Well, the kids from Williams and Bowdoin want to have fun guys around too.
Yeah, exactly.
So they prefer Springfield.
My brother's been working there since 2015, 2016. My good buddy Ryan, who we grew up playing basketball with since the 4th grade, he's over there as a sales guy, and then it's me. So we're a small team. The name change, North Attleboro Jewelry Company, a mouthful, right? And we could do higher end precious metal jewelry type product, but it's really not our spot.
Pin Machine comes along how long?
Simplifies it probably about 5, 6, 7 years ago.
Okay.
Around 2020, right before COVID.
And you've been in the business how long?
I've been here for 4 years.
4 years now. And your brother was in it for?
Yeah, he's been in it almost 10, I want to say.
10.
Yeah.
And the brothers were outside the business and then came back into the business.
Correct.
So they just realized, right? North Attleboro Jewelry Company is not going to get it done. Let's put a retail name on this that says what we do.
Exactly.
Right? We do pins. And oh, by the way, we're a machine.
Right. We are.
I like it.
Great system. We're lucky. I'm blessed.
Yeah. So let me give you a little secret here. Okay.
Yeah.
I am You see me at all these trade shows, right? Regionals, nationals. Like you and I follow each other around the country. It seems that I'm out there on the trade show circuit as, someone who just wants to create relationships with partners like yourself. I don't go very deep inside of each space, right? There's 10 emblematic companies at every trade show.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
It's a very competitive space because there's a lot of people who buy them.
Right.
It's a soft spot for me.
Right.
Soft spot, more blind spot than soft spot. I struggle selling emblematics.
Yeah.
And the reason I struggle with it is because there are so many options and so many choices, and I don't understand all of them.
Yeah.
Right. So like just pins as an example, the same pin in my mind that looks the same, one could cost $1.19, the other could cost $3.50, and I have no idea what the difference is between them.
Yeah.
Now, I've come to learn a little bit. I'm not a dummy, but it's just a hard space for me to understand things.
For sure.
Right. And then lead time tends to be long, so it's difficult. So I'm really looking forward to this show and tell today. I'm looking forward to learning the difference in the styles of pins. And let's see if we can't learn something here. So let's get into it.
For sure.
Where do you want to start?
So a lot of this stuff, starts out as a pin. We can obviously make everything fully custom to what you're trying to do, you and your clients.
That's right. You've told me, Jay, if you have anything in the metal world, come to me and we can see.
So we like to make it easy. Obviously, we don't expect you to be the expert here.
Good thing I'm not.
We don't, expect your clients to really understand differences, but that's why we're here. We want our distributors to lean on us, right? From, a visual perspective, samples, getting the stuff in their hands, understanding differences and finishes. But once you get comfortable kind of selling a pin and understanding the different styles, you make these things bigger, smaller, thicker, you can change the shapes. Nice thing about us, no minimum order quantities. We really love going to bat for folks like you, Jay, to run spec samples and get you more comfortable, get clients that have fun logos that don't do this stuff. And maybe, I always use the hypothetical, like you got a lot of clients that do apparel with you that do quarter zips that have zippers on them. Throw a zipper pull at them, see if they bite on something like that.
Well, let's start where you want to start. Let's show some product and let's talk about who the likely client is.
Let's start with USA made stuff. So right here, we're just keeping it simple. They're all stock shapes, mostly on the USA printed side of things.
Are all of these the same style?
So they're not. So you can see there's some custom shapes in there.
Feel free to point.
So here, top left, you're looking at a flat digital print lapel pin. It's bigger. It's probably 1.5, 1.75 inches. So it's a little bit bigger than your standard, 1 inch, 1.25 inch pin, but it's a flat print. It can be in your hands in 2 days. We can produce it in 1 day, ship next day, or seeing as we're producing it right in our backyard. USA made, can control.
And that's this one.
And that's that top left one. The hockey NHL one right below it. The AT&T Pro-Am, Pebble Beach. They're all
These
the same.
three are all the same method.
This one has an epoxy dome on it. So it's
the
a little bit
dome
different.
Is that it's
epoxy dome is like a clear coat that protects it a little bit. You don't need it. It adds a little bit of time on the production side.
What
if,
for example, on one of these, I didn't want the back of the pin and I just wanted it to be a ball marker, but I wanted to do it in 2 days.
We can do that too.
You could do that too. So if I have a golf tournament and I'm looking for a giveaway and I need a ball marker done completely 100% custom, you have a USA program. This could be a ball marker in 2 seconds.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can see on some of these other ones, right, made in USA. If you touch, you ran your thumb over some of these, you'd feel some dimension. You'd feel some raised print.
Yeah.
That's a dimensional print finish. Takes a little bit longer.
Yeah.
A little bit nicer. The metal is a bit thicker, so it's a bit overall of a nicer piece. But for folks that need USA made and need them quick, again, stock shape.
So everything on this board is a USA made piece.
Yeah.
That can be done in 2 to 5 days.
Couple of days. Yeah. Absolutely. And we get that a lot, right? We're running into clients that need stuff quick. In-hands dates need to be met. Our overseas production's right around 10 to 15 days. And then
why would someone do it overseas versus doing it in the USA?
They can do a custom shape. Die struck enamel is a really popular play right now. Die struck color fill with enamel is our sweet spot. And
see, that's where I start to get lost.
Yep.
It's like soft enamel, dye struck enamel.
Yep.
Like those are the things that start to like lose me
for sure.
relative to like why something costs more than something else,
Yeah.
and why clients should care about certain features and elements versus something else. So how do you,
a lot of it,
like,
what they're trying to do from just like quality play. Again, those are printed, USA made, pretty straightforward pieces. But, if you want to take a look at this board here, you're looking at more baseball trading pins where kids like to get flashy. They like to make them bigger. They like to throw glitter enamel in
right,
there.
it's a local team, the Hurricanes.
Yeah, they like to have moving parts on a lot of these. So overseas, we can really.
These are obviously more expensive than the ones that you just showed me.
That's the thing. Like this is USA. The one I'm holding in my hand here, it's
the one we just saw.
Is USA. So it's USA material.
Right.
It's USA labor. It's more of our.
So doing those is
so these
more expensive
are,
than doing something completely custom overseas.
That's why you can see completely custom overseas for the price point is really the play. The USA is just infrastructure wise, labor wise, price wise. It's really not, we're not set up to produce those types of pieces in large quantities quick.
So like, just
like something like that,
taking a look at a piece like this, right? This piece down here, the one with the Texas on it.
Yeah.
Right. That's really a cool piece.
Yeah.
It's got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 numbers on it. So that's presumably for a team.
Yep.
I'm just guessing.
For sure.
That's for a team with 11 players on it. It's got 11 numbers. Let's say they have 4 coaches.
Yeah.
That's 15 people. You didn't produce 15 of these.
So we have no minimum. So we can do 15 of those.
So you,
absolutely can.
So 15 of these, let's say it's a team only piece.
Yeah.
In this, and super custom shape with all custom numbers. Like, what's the retail cost on something like that to a client?
You'd probably be looking at around $200 to set up that mold.
Yeah.
So that's a $200 mold fee. And then you're probably looking at, say 10 pieces, you might be around $10. Say 50 pieces, you might be around $5-6.
Yeah, that's retail. That's to the client costs $10.
Yeah.
I mean, for a piece like that,
throw on it.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, we don't do teams. Like, that's not our business. Our business is corporate. But that piece stood out to me because it has numbers. So I know it's only being done in a limited run. Yeah. Because it's very specific to one team.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then these get priced, generally speaking, this part I know, by the size.
For sure.
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
So just out of curiosity then, humor me here on these. What style are these? Die struck enamel?
Die struck enamel, yeah. Most of them are soft enamel.
What's the difference between soft enamel and hard enamel?
So soft enamel and hard enamel. Soft enamel is more of a textured dimensional finish. So you're striking base metal with a custom mold. You're creating raised and recessed metal levels. Then you're dropping specific color fill that's dyed Pantone colors into specific recessed cavities. So enamel acts as paint, right? So it fills those cavities, it hardens, you got raised metal borders to hold.
So which is more customizable?
Soft enamel is more customizable. Just hard enamels, there's a few more limitations. Hard enamel simply just gets a smooth polished finish, whereas soft enamel is more of a dimensional texture type piece.
So why would I want hard enamel over soft enamel?
It's really a play based on what you're trying to do. So we see folks like in soft enamel, we see folks like hard enamel. It's really personal preference. Hard enamel is a higher perceived value. It's more of like a jewelry grade type piece. The colors on soft enamel get more vibrant, get more flashy. You can really have designs pop a bit more. Hard enamel, that polishing, that smooth polish finish phase kind of dulls some of the colors a bit. So soft enamel, certainly from a pricing standpoint, it takes a day or two, fewer than hard enamel. Hard enamel takes a little bit longer to produce. So soft enamel is certainly the most popular finish.
Soft enamel is the most popular finish. Yeah. Hard enamel is more jewelry grade.
Yeah, and hard enamel, like we started looking at keychains, right? Keychains go in a pocket. They clink and clang and bang.
So because they take a hit in and out of your pocket,
hard enamel is
more durable.
Yeah.
Got it. But for a pin, if I'm wearing a lapel pin, I don't care if it's soft enamel because it's gonna go on and off. It's gonna be
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan of I'm a fan of soft enamel because you get that raised metal, you get that recessed color. It's not a flat pin. It's got dimension. It's a bit more vibrant than hard enamel. It's more cost effective. It takes a few days.
Show me some more pins. Show me some more pins. You have so many trinkets and toys around here. I'm going out of my mind.
So you can see these are no color fill. So these are just your die struck. You got some shiny polish. You got some. So you got some shiny plating, you got some antique plating. So you can see you got silver, you got gold. Again, these are electroplated. So it's a base metal of iron, right? Or zinc. So it's not, we can do brass too overseas. But
is that a cost or is this a look and feel?
So zinc is like the most like pliable, for lack of a better term, metal. So we can do more with it from like a cutout perspective. A lot of our pins have cutouts. A lot of our pins have, small holes or just areas that need very metal that needs to be poked whole, have holes in there. So zinc allows you to do more from a creative standpoint. It's a little bit lighter, so folks like iron because it people want something that's going to be weighted in their hand from a coin perspective or from a pin. They don't want just something that's really cheap feeling. So iron allows us to get a heavier piece, but iron we can't really puncture holes through it from a design standpoint, as easily as we can. Zinc, brass is your hot, most costly type metal. And Jay, if I put a zinc pin, an iron pin, and a brass pin in front of you and said, hey, could you tell me the difference from, brass is going to look nice, iron is going to be kind of middle of the ground, zinc might be, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
So you handed me a bunch of stuff so far.
Yeah.
My question here is about selling them.
Yeah.
Right. Who buys them and why do companies buy them?
Yeah.
I mean, I deal in the B2B corporate space, right? I'm not dealing with teams like you showed me some stuff earlier. Who buys these and why?
Yeah. We do, like you said, we do a lot of teams, a lot of colleges, a lot of, admissions type programs for students. But kind of to go beyond that, like from a corporation standpoint, a lot of years of service, corporate recognitions, giftings, for employees that have kind of stood the test of time and put in their 5, 10, 15, 20 years. So we see a lot of those year service programs. We do a lot for military, police, fire, government type organizations. I just had a good conversation with a client that a Lou Holtz coin with a, life is 10%, what gets, I forget the exact phrase, but 10% of what, comes your way and 90% of, how you kind of respond.
You're going to put that on a button? A coin, excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, on a challenge coin.
Yeah, on a challenge coin. It was a fun little program. Yeah. So it was kind of like, we see a lot in the drug and rehabilitation center kind of world where you're trying to hand these coins out to folks that are going above and beyond or doing the right thing, kind of recognizing folks. You come across people with coins in their pockets more often than you'd think.
What else do you have to show me?
Yeah, absolutely. So these are fun little keychains, multi-charm, enamel. And this is what we love to do, Jay.
Silicone?
Yeah, we do PVC as well. So you can see there,
look at this.
Multi-charms, 3 charms on a split ring with a lobster clasp. I haven't mentioned, we have no hesitation to work on artwork and virtuals and creatives until we're blue in the face. Love getting some fun ideas to you so that you can pitch them to your clients when it makes sense.
This is like a charm bracelet keychain.
Yeah, I want to say it was a nurse.
Nurse. Yeah, nurse group.
So, yeah, a lot of this stuff, again, it's not saving the world, but it's fun pieces that people throw on their key sets or their backpacks. And obviously the charms resonate with these folks. It means something to them. I know I keep our pin machine robot head on my keychain set. I got some stickers and magnets on my car. Again, stuff that I care about, right? And I know everybody kind of you're a golf guy, Jay. Like, wouldn't you love to have a have a little golf ball marker with a hat clip with something fun that resonates with.
Some days I'd like to throw it in the lake. But yes, I understand what the point is.
But love bringing those ideas to the table too. Like you gotta.
And what like on the keychains? Do you still have no minimums on keychains?
Yeah, no minimums, free artwork, creative design assistance. We have a lot of AI resources.
The challenge on no minimums is it's in the emblematic
Right.
world,
Because you're going to have
you're gonna have a mold fee
It's gonna,
because every design is original.
for sure.
So like if I came to you and I said, hey, I want to do the exact same thing as Jolly Rancher. If it doesn't say Jolly Rancher and look exactly like this, it's not the exact same thing. So therefore the mold fee exists.
Right. And
Right.
you know,
Which, by the way, if you're doing 10 items, 1 item, 5 items, like, I mean, come on, like you got to get paid for that. You can't not, right? I mean, there's a lot of time that goes into developing something like this. But
I'll say too, we're set up to help you kind of bridge that gap with your clients. We're set up to maybe run, you know, a couple of free specs just to get this stuff out there into the world and see how folks respond to it. So never going to shy or back away from, you know, waiving a mold fee for you. Just
so this is a cool piece, right? I'm going to show this one specifically, just see if I can get my camera to focus.
Kind of a Boeing.
It's the thing that I like about it the best is that's a co-branded keychain between UPS and Boeing. So obviously Boeing sold their 767. Obviously Boeing sold UPS their planes and then commemorated it, the partnership with a keychain.
Yeah, with a little keychain.
So, you know, part of the reason emblematics can be a challenge for me is you really got to engage deeply in a sales process and discovery process with your client. What are they trying to accomplish and achieve?
Right.
Because that takes work to you know, to produce.
Yeah.
And, you know, sometimes people just want things quick. Emblematics aren't quick.
Yeah. No, not all.
We can talk about production in the US in 2 to 5 day programs all we want.
Yeah.
But if you want to do something special, like these are all special pieces.
They are.
I mean, these aren't throwaway trash pieces.
Right.
I mean, this Harvard, just as an example, I mean, that Harvard piece, that's a license plate.
Yep.
I mean, that's,
and
you know,
it can be in your hands.
That's cool.
You know, we don't like to broadcast it, but we can get you that, you know, in 16, 17, 18 days. We can push our factories to produce in 10 days, and then we're at the, you know, mercy of FedEx to.
I don't believe a word he says. No offense.
So
you were at the mercy of FedEx and they never live. Stop with this. Stop with 15 days.
Quick.
You might be quick. I get it.
20 days is standard. 20 days is, you know.
You need a solid 30 days to make sure that an emblematic's done right with the, I contact you to, thank you, I'll take this. From the I contact you to, Jesus. Okay. From the I contact you stage, you need a good 30 days, right? You just do. You might not, but listen, somebody contacts me,
right?
You go from idea to in your hands, it's 30 days.
Yeah, because you're going to work.
It's a day to get the
at least.
Yeah, it's the ideas, the art mock-ups, the back and forth, the PO gets in.
Yeah, you're from your perspective.
This is not a rushed item. There's some things we can rush. I understand that conversation line.
Right.
But like these are challenge coins.
Yeah. And again, we got USA options, we got overseas, you know, so all shapes and sizes.
This is a very, very specific piece. Look at that.
It's got
this has all of the branches of the United States military on it. I mean, what now? Tell me about this. Tell me about what this piece is. The building of it. Hard enamel.
Yeah, so that's a soft enamel piece.
Soft enamel.
Yeah, it's probably iron material. It's double-sided. You got, what's that on the front side from a logo standpoint?
DAV.
DAV. Yeah, so it's Department of North Carolina. You know, so nice piece, can incorporate a lot of detail, can get fun with, like you said, co-branding, and then bigger custom shape. That's a hard enamel piece.
Feels rich.
Certainly. But again, pretty straightforward from a creative standpoint, pretty quick in your hands.
Ball marker?
Yep. And we can make those in iron, so they're magnet. They can clip onto a hat clip.
Just a regular old
poker chip. Yep.
Can you do these 100% custom?
We can do them 100% custom. Yeah, they have a little bit of a different finish than that. Those are like stock poker chip.
How do you even get to this design with the wreath?
That's fun, right? Like a wreath. It's translucent enamel in there, acting as like the ocean. So you got kind of a a greenish, bluish, translucent enamel.
Yeah, that's the back.
Is
That's
fun.
this.
Um,
Feels like the ocean.
You can do glow in the dark plating. You can do rainbow plating. So there's a lot of fun ways to dress up these pieces. That's another translucent enamel piece.
Look, and that's got texture to it.
3D board.
Yeah, that's not only 3D border, but like that.
Yeah, that's a raised.
That missile is raised, or a submarine. Yeah. And who would do, aside from the military? I don't really sell to the military. Who would do?
We do a lot of like restaurants, like foodie spots. We do.
Is that Merrill Lynch?
Yeah, that's Merrill Lynch. Like I mentioned, drug and rehab centers, speakers who want to.
Do you sell display cases alongside of like, because this piece like feels like it should be given in a box, or there should be like a display case to it.
It's a fun one we did for Lakers season ticket holders. I don't know. No, your hands are full over there, but we got.
We'll do an unboxing. This was for the Lakers season ticket holders.
Gold foil print on the box.
Was it like, hey, we're not going to win anything this year, but we're going to give you something?
What's the year on there? Like 2024?
Well, I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you. All right.
Believe it or not, you could probably go on eBay, and we saw people reselling those on eBay.
All right. Speaking of never wins.
That's a USA printed coin. So nice little piece. Go Browns.
USA printed coin because the Browns didn't give their distributor enough time to actually get it done overseas the right way.
They didn't expect to be in the playoffs here.
Oh, this was for the playoffs.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. But I mean, listen, it's a nice looking. It's a nice look. I joke about the right way, but this is a nice looking piece.
Yeah,
I mean, this doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like a decal or a sticker. It feels like a completely connected piece.
Correct.
The fact that this was made in the USA, if you didn't tell me, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah,
we see that a lot. I obviously broadcast these at trade shows.
Yeah.
And folks honestly a lot of times say, get out. That's not USA made.
Back to the Lakers piece. Here we go. All right. I think I only dropped the one, did I only drop the one? Yeah, I only dropped the one.
All right. It's a black box, gold foil print.
Let's see what we got on the side.
Custom. Yeah.
You did this?
Yeah. February 2023. So it's a LA, kind of a ticket medallion type piece. Sitting in a
phone box.
Nice little box. So fully custom, really antique gold plating. So it's got kind of a darkened vintage.
Do you do anything with variable data?
Yes. Yeah. So
like I'm surprised, like because you do variable data, that you wouldn't have put the person's name of this on the back. Like that seems to me, I know that you're beholden to the distributor, you're the creative. Yeah. But like if I'm getting this as a season ticket holder, commemorating it, I almost would want my name on it.
Or like 1 out of 100, 1 out of
something like that. And then honestly, like in my mind, instead of having, this foam which is nothing.
Yeah.
Like why not have the wood version that stands this up, the wood that stands this up.
Yeah.
So it's on my desk.
Right.
So now it's on my desk. You're here. I have it facing me. You see my name on it.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Oh, I see your name's on this. What is that?
Yeah.
And then I turn it around and I see this cool piece.
For sure.
So it seems like, I'm not saying you went halfway.
Yeah.
But it seems like I just look at this and I wonder, couldn't this have been raised up another level?
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely.
As a gift goes.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what we're about. Like we want to talk about the packaging, right? We want these to sit on a desk because that's how we're going to force reorders, right? We're not going to, a lot of our stuff's handed over in a poly bag or a cello bag that gets trashed and then the pin gets worn and then where does it go after it gets worn? We want to kind of create a home for these things. So it sits on a desk, you're showing it off.
This is a cool box.
Yeah.
This says, here, look at that. Happy holiday from the Cleveland Browns.
A little printed box.
Now, mind you, like literally somebody gets this.
Yep.
Their heart rate goes up.
Yeah.
Browns are out of the playoffs.
They're pry on to
Cleveland
Cavaliers basketball season at this point.
That's cool. Well, not today. Not today. They're not.
No.
That is a cool piece.
But yeah.
Okay.
Holiday ornaments. That's a die struck enamel.
Yeah.
With some cutouts in there.
Soup to nuts. All right. It's single sided, but I don't think that matters. You can. I don't think it matters. Yeah. I mean, it might matter. Again, it doesn't make or break this particular piece. Cool custom box. Let's say, 500 to 1,000 of them. Well, holiday ornament.
Yeah.
This type of what's
the retail?
What's the retail price on something like this?
It could probably be around $15-20 total. You could probably get down a little bit.
Yeah. $15-20.
But yeah, I mean, from
this is a thoughtful gift.
Retail standpoint. Yeah.
This is a thought, by the way, hold on. This is a thoughtful gift you keep forever.
Yes.
Like, I'm an Eagles fan.
Right. That's not going anywhere.
Patriots fan.
Right.
If I get this from the Eagles or the Patriots.
Right. Wait, you're both? You're an Eagles and Pats guy?
I'm an Eagles and a Pats guy. It's very simple. I'm happy to dive into it. I grew up in I'm going to tell you exactly. I grew up in Philadelphia. Okay. Outside of Philadelphia.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I grew up outside of Philly.
All right.
I moved here. I raised my kid. I live in Mansfield. My office is in Foxborough. The Pats are a client.
Oh, they're right down the street.
And right down the street. And they're a client. And I raised my kids. I've been here 23 years.
Yeah.
So what happened 23 years ago to the Patriots?
They probably won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Tom Brady. Like, you raise your family here.
Yeah.
Like, how you not going to be a fan of that team?
I'm like, don't hold it against me. I would grow up.
I rooted for the Eagles.
Yeah.
When they played the Pats in the Super Bowl.
Nick Foles did it.
Yeah, I root for the Eagles. I mean, I'm an Eagles fan. I
respect that. Yeah.
But
yeah, you're in the same.
Do I not love Tom Brady?
Yeah.
Of course I love Tom Brady.
Of course.
So, yes, I hang this on my tree. The other thing I'll tell you about this, I never throw away this box.
Right.
That ornament goes inside of my Christmas decoration stash.
Yeah.
Every year, this box stays forever.
Yeah.
Okay. What this box stays forever means is that you have that space inside the box to print
to get your name out there,
to offer whatever messaging it is that you want.
Right.
So if somebody loves your brand enough, this is a forever piece.
Yeah.
For $20, you could choose like a mid-range water bottle.
Right. That you're going to get 3 times a year.
Or you could choose a piece that they keep forever and put on their holiday tree.
Right. Yeah. No, I love bringing that around. That's a great piece.
Great piece.
Yeah.
But not only a great piece done exactly right.
Right.
So.
Right.
Really nice. Glad you showed it to me.
Thank you. Yeah. Belt buckles is another one that I can really get behind. I
love belt buckles. I know they're.
Are you really?
I am. Yeah.
No.
You don't see the pictures?
Get out of
right. You don't see the cowboy hat hanging up here?
Oh, let's go.
Right.
But we've been
in Montana. Right. That's me on a horse. That horse threw me.
Get out of town.
By the way, landed flat on my back.
Get out.
I'm telling you, I'm lucky to be walking today.
Jeez.
I'm lucky to be walking. I climbed 8,000 feet in Yellowstone on horseback.
Yeah.
It was me, my son, his friend's dad. We're in Montana for a week.
Yeah.
We're on our way. We climbed up the mountain. It went from like 70 degrees to like 45 degrees, and it started to rain. We put rain slickers on.
Yeah.
On the way back down the mountain, somehow, some way. By the way, I'm an experienced horseman. Okay. I groomed horses. Okay. I know horses.
This is your first rodeo.
It's not my first rodeo per se, right? I'm not a jockey.
Yeah.
But I know my way around horses.
Right.
So the horse somehow, I guess, got spooked by my rain slicker. No warning, takes off. Throws me. I land flat on my back. I end up getting cut my hand on my hand.
Yeah.
I ride back down the mountain.
Get out of town.
Not on that horse. Different horse.
Different.
The leader of the expedition switched horses with me.
Yeah.
But I rode back.
How did they corral? Of course, that was
Oh, he was a good horse. He just got spooked. He didn't. He just went boom.
Yeah.
My son and my buddy's dad and my buddy saw the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I was leading.
Yeah.
And it was very, very, very fortunate.
Yeah.
Very fortunate.
And horses are no.
So we were set to play 9 holes later that afternoon.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we don't want to play. We don't want to play. No, we played 9. Yeah, I hit 7 out of 7 fairways. So with a cut.
Unreal.
My hand with a bandage on my hand.
Where you weren't even thinking about. You're just.
I just needed a distraction. I was happy to be alive. I just, to this day, I think of that moment all the time. Like it'll pop into my head, and I have like a real angst that comes through me because it was such a scary moment.
It's crazy.
But I'm a cowboy.
Yeah.
And by the way, I got to be by moving to Las Vegas. When I moved to Las Vegas at 18 years old, the reason that I became enamored with cowboy culture is I worked at a dry cleaners across from UNLV.
Okay.
It's part of how I, made money. And the National Finals Rodeo was at the Thomas and Mack Center for years. And the Cowboys would bring in their jeans to get heavy starched and their shirts to get heavy starched.
Okay.
And they would always drop tickets. Hey, National Finals Rodeo itself wasn't what it is today.
Yeah.
They would drop tickets and I'd go and I'd see the rodeo and I'm like, oh my God, these guys I want to be like these guys. I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was young. So I just always fashioned the cowboy culture. And
love that.
Yeah. So I love belt buckles.
Yeah. We've been traveling more, obviously getting into different parts of the world where these definitely mean something to.
You're saying in Attleboro, Massachusetts, and Cumberland, Rhode Island, you struggle with selling belt buckles?
Here, for sure, because we have the conversations a lot, but you see these a lot, obviously, in the South and as you get more west. But we've been going to a lot of shows.
100% custom size,
they're
custom shape, custom colors. Like there's anything you can't do on a belt buckle. Is that right?
That USA one is USA made too. So you can see how, we can get a fully die struck enamel USA made piece, right here. This might take us 2 to 3 months to produce.
Yeah. This is a USA piece?
USA made. Yeah.
And this takes how long?
That could take you 10 weeks to produce, us 10 weeks to produce. And it might cost you, $1,000, $2,000 just to set up the mold.
Right.
But fully USA made. And you can see how
But fully USA made, how long does it take?
Yeah.
10 weeks.
That's 10 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So belt buckles are definitely an elongated process.
The USA made ones, those ones, that one in your right hand right there, that's just overseas die struck.
Yeah.
Dual plated silver and gold in your hands in 20 days, no more.
So why is it that in some items USA made takes so much longer than overseas?
USA, because US is just not set up
to do belt buckles,
to do die struck enamel in high mass production.
I got you.
So we don't have, no one wants to sit in the factory from
why would
8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and just drop paint in it,
Let me ask you a question. Meijer, famous grocery store chain, retail store.
Right.
Why in the world would they do a belt buckle?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
That's a great.
I'll be here all day.
I don't have a good answer for you.
Okay.
I don't. No, don't have a.
Just because is it because it's different? Why would anybody do a belt buckle that's not immersed into Western culture? That's my question.
Yeah. I think usually you're seeing them in Western culture, right? So I don't have a good answer for you as to why a grocery store chain might throw a belt buckle at maybe their employees or consumers. Maybe they had an event in a specific part of the.
Maybe they sponsored a rodeo series, something like that. Yeah. Maybe they had their annual convention down in Austin, Texas.
Right, something like that.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, we can throw those in a box, right? We can throw them just like that Brown's ornament. We could throw it in a bigger box. We could build out a recessed insert for it to sit in nice and comfortably, so it can be sitting on a desk. Kind of a memorable piece for you to revert back to or keep, as a talking point. So all the good stuff there. Another one more, Jay. I guess we can throw some pins on cards. This is probably our most frequently kind of virtualized and maybe even produced set. a card is just a really nice way to dress up a pin as opposed to throwing it in a poly bag. And like I mentioned, a poly bag gets tossed, the pin gets worn.
So you're doing backer cards for
We're doing backer
pins
cards
because the backer card's going to send the message that you want the pin to carry.
Exactly. You can throw QR codes on the backer cards to drive traffic to a website or a promo deal online, or maybe a food ordering app, or, like you see there, you just have some additional print to kind of tell the full story. You can see how you have a two pin set, that little chain connecting the two pins, more like a brooch pin. We see a lot of that stuff.
This.
Yeah.
And this
multiple pins on a card. We see a lot for
like a collector's pin set.
Yeah.
Like what is that? What do you think that?
Shops.
Well, let's just talk corporate. What do you think something like this with a backer card retail goes for?
Yeah. So each pin there, it's a little.
It depends on quantity, obviously, but let's say it's a half a decent quantity, 250 to 500 units.
Yeah, each pin there, you're probably retail $100 to set up the mold. So
got it. So 400
at the gate, and then for 500 sets, you might be $10 to $15 retail for
all 4
sets. Yeah,
got it
with the card.
Got it. So you could be between $15 and $20.
Yeah.
Retail with the card,
right? Roughly.
Again, things depend on quantity. They depend on the actual design and development of them. But if I came to you and I said, Michael, I need a backer card with a 4-pin set for $10 retail, you'll figure out how to do that.
For sure.
So, and that'll come down to size and style.
Bigger pins there.
But this is cool, right? Because
we can do a retail ready card where it sits on a hanging rack. You see, I vacation down in Cocoa Beach, like the Cocoa Beach Ron John Surf Shop. You see a lot of those pin card sets or keychain on a card sets hanging in.
Honestly, like retail is the trend in promo.
Yeah.
It's just what it is, right? So even though you're a B2B, right? You're a business who sells to other businesses. You're a corporate client.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that you can't retailize, I don't know if that's a word, but retailize your logo and oddities specific to your company. Turn them into emblematics. Put them on a backer card and make your presentation to folks feel like it's actually retail.
Right.
So when you show me something like this, right? This collector series. Now I don't know what this is. You're saying it's a video game?
No, Fantastic Fest.
It's a festival.
Probably a festival, yeah.
Okay, fine. So that festival is kind of retail, but it doesn't need to be because the whole package here feels retail.
Right.
So you can make things that aren't retail feel retail.
And that's
the trend.
Right. That's how I like to approach a lot of, projects. I work with some, clothing retail spots that, they sell clothes, but they also have pins that are geared towards maybe different locations in the world with backer cards. That doesn't have to be in the English language. Maybe you got a store in France and you want to have a backer card in French print with different French icons that are specific to that location, with obviously print that goes towards the store, resonates with what they're looking to do.
Yeah, these are cool.
And that's what I like to do from a design standpoint, right? I use a lot of AI, ChatGPT, Gemini, hey, I got a client with this logo in this location.
Yeah.
Give me some ideas from a charm standpoint, that I can.
Because you can turn AI into reality.
And
mostly.
I can get my artists to put together some layouts, and usually that gets people kind of interested. And then, like we're saying, Jay, you run a free pen on a card for someone and they're like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. Wouldn't have thought of it unless I kind of got something in my hand with my logo on it. But let's order 50 of these and see how it turns out. And a lot of times these things snowball from year to year, and they just get bigger and grow. And a lot of the times it steers them into different channels that maybe they wouldn't have kind of pursued unless they kind of got that initial conversation going.
So we're talking to Michael Adams of the Pin Machine, and we're talking emblematics. So one of the things that is very positive about emblematics is that they're small and light and easily shipped.
Yeah, for sure. No inventory. You know, you don't have to carve out space to stock this stuff. It's direct ship. It's, you know, in your hands quick. It's
inexpensive to ship relative to larger items.
Exactly.
Not cheap because shipping's just expensive these days.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, some of them you could actually just put in an envelope if they're flat enough.
That's why
you could be less than $1 to get into somebody's hands.
Yeah.
So you can do a drop ship program, and instead of that typical UPS charge of $12 to $20, you could be less than $3.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's important for programs that have costs.
For sure. We do a lot of drop ship programs. We can ship anywhere in the world. We do a lot of international shipping.
What else you got to show me? You put a couple things in front of me here. What's this thing?
Yeah, so that's a fun little you know, it kind of covers all of the finishes. So
is this for me?
From one of our factories. I like to keep that. Just
you keep this.
Yeah. Oh, just to.
Do you have one of these that
I could
get to me?
Perhaps get you something very similar, but you can see how we want you to be educated, Jay, so that you're able to comfortably communicate this to clients. So you can see how it's got imitation hard enamel. It's got stamped iron with soft enamel and epoxy covered. It's got 3D cubic UV printing. So you're calling out the finish, the different plating. You got shiny copper, you got black nickel, you got antique gold.
So this is like a sample swatch kit,
like an educational type resource that you can really, you know, refer to. You see your client's logo. It's got more of a copper hue. Maybe we lean towards a copper plate. You know, you can do shiny versus antique. You can drop color in there or not.
Yeah, this is a cool piece. I would actually like to see something like that in my hands, just so I had an understanding of it.
That's an example of a spec sample I did for University of Minnesota. I was traveling out there for a trade show. It's got the beaver. It's got a Minnesota, and it's on a backer card for a client of mine that works with the college. So you can, you know,
do you know the story of the Adirondack chair?
I don't actually.
But there's a story because they gave it to you or you found it.
It must be.
Got it. And this is on a backer card as well.
Yeah.
How did this go? This going over popular?
Yeah. I've gotten a lot of good traction from University of Minnesota. I also did a similar pin on a card set where you got 3 pins on there. You got the soft enamel, the photodome, you know, so we're educating our clients on how to kind of best set up these different programs, different styles, different finishes.
That's a cool piece. All right. Awesome.
But yeah, and then you've got we got some cup links. You know, we wouldn't really sell the packaging, the box, but we do like to showcase it on our trade show booths in a nice little presentation. We could probably find, you know, something similar if you needed it, but we're more so the provider of the actual emblematics in there.
Cufflinks, you got the
we can do
this is a flex. Like you've done you've done all these?
Yeah.
All right. The NFL,
the Cubs,
USA Bank, Bank of America, the Cubs,
this
Chevrolet.
No, it's
not a flex.
No, it's a nice little set for sure. We don't, you know,
the NFL having you just happen to have the NFL's logo in here?
To be transparent, you know, we don't do a ton of cufflinks. No, we work pretty closely with distributors that work with the NFL. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's a flex.
Yeah. I mean, that's not my intention, dude. My intention.
Why? What do you mean it's not your intention? Of course it's your intention.
I like to showcase nice pieces.
Listen, if you do business with the NFL and you make their cufflinks, you should say it.
Yeah.
Of course it's a flex.
Yep. No.
What's wrong with you?
It's a nice little set.
Of course it is.
Wish we did more cufflinks. You know, obviously day and age we're in right now, not a
short sleeve polos don't need cufflinks.
No, they do not. But they need pins. Everybody needs a pin.
All right, one more time. Give me the litany of products. Just run down the list. Give me like 30 seconds. On all the running medals.
Yeah, race medals.
Let me see race medal. Let me see the race medals. They're over here. I might as well see them. I've never gotten one. And let me see the zipper pulse too.
Yeah.
Why are you holding out on me? It's not. You trying to get out of here?
No.
What, do you got to go to Dunkin' Donuts? Like
already went.
I'm not. It's not my deal.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's not my deal.
Me and my wife, we got a nice little coffee machine at home. We typically.
Yeah, these are cool, and we
do the full color print on the neck drape,
and you do the ribbon. You do the ribbons.
We do the ribbons. Yep, you can see how this one's got like a slider, a little moving piece on there at one.
I'm sorry, they're called neck drapes.
Neck drapes, ribbons, lanyards. We use a lot. Our clients have a lot of different terminology.
And they're all different styles, right? So like you see this, like this one is different than this one.
Yeah. You got a soft enamel one in there with color. You got shiny gold plating, no color. You got antique gold, no color.
Yeah, that's cool. This is for Michelob Ultra, and you can see it's got the bottle opener
with the exactly with the,
that's really cool
with the Olympics logo on.
All right, and these are what you call the zipper pulls.
Yeah, zipper pulls. I'm trying to push all day, every day, because everybody does apparel, and a lot of folks kind of stick with apparel and they don't try and push their clients into other areas. And I think the zipper pull is a really nice way to kind of add something to a set or get someone hooked on additional promo areas.
Here's what I wonder. I wonder on, like, let's say a quarter zip, right? You mentioned at iGolf.
Yeah.
77 this weekend.
There we go.
Thank you.
Anything under 80 is.
I've been struggling too. So it's like,
that's a great score.
We're all golfing.
Great score.
Struggling. Hitting it off the hosel.
I'm sitting over here with a bum boot on my foot.
Yeah.
No golf for you. No golf for me.
Yeah.
Hopefully another month or two. Maybe the AGA qualifier. Maybe. We'll see.
All right. We'll see. I'm playing in the seniors.
That's the goal.
First time ever.
Nice.
Sort of. It also means you're old. I don't know if anybody factors that in.
To get into you can do.
I'll probably play in the qualifier again this year.
It's always fun.
Yeah, I'm a multi-time qualifier and no-time cut maker.
Dude, I'm a 3 or 4 time qualifier.
Yeah, I'm 5-time qualifier. I've never made the cut.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's hard, man. Dude,
it's not hard. I choke.
Okay.
I literally choke.
I got
every year.
Yeah.
Now at Foxborough, I'm 1 over after 7 holes. I get to the 8th hole and play it like a 35 handicap.
Yeah. Foxborough's hard, man.
Yes. You know what else is hard?
I was around 84 last year. I walked out of there. I was like, damn, like I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
And then I shot an 89 at Wentworth, and it's like, dude, Wentworth. I should have.
Wentworth's where I had my best score ever, 72, 1 over par. Yeah, I've never shot even par.
Really?
I totally blew it.
I shot a 32 at Highland back when I was in like high school.
Yeah, 9 holes.
Never played the back. Yeah.
I've played 9 holes under par. It's not the same.
No, it's not.
Until you feel the nerves on the 14th.
I hear you. I don't count.
It's not the same.
Nope.
So my question is, obviously we got diverted talking about golf.
Yep.
If I sell somebody a quarter zip and it shows up and it's got a zipper pull, you've done that before?
We've done that. Absolutely.
And what's the reaction?
I mean, real good.
It is?
Yeah.
It's not like considered a nuisance?
No, I mean, not at all. I think, I don't know if you want to kind of include it, attached, or if you kind of.
Well, you have to attach it, don't you? I mean, it seems like if even it's a separate piece, like people aren't going to necessarily know what to do. It just
like
feels.
Keep it on there if they don't want it.
I guess.
It's easily detachable, but if it's got their logo, something that means something to them.
It feels more of a jacket piece to me, if I'm being honest.
Okay, I hear you.
What do you think?
I try and throw it in every, and
well, I know it's because you sell them. But don't be like a hoe for a second. Yeah. Like, tell me what you think as a human.
No,
you still like them on a quarter zip?
I like them on a quarter zip. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, look, here's what I'll say. They make the extensions in different sizes.
Yeah.
Right. You can
see different size lobster clasp.
The claws and clasps are different sizes.
I like the clasps.
I think the small clasps on first layer outerwear, like quarter zip, for example, you can get it done. I think that if you start getting into like some of the bigger
I agree.
pieces like this,
right.
That's not going to get it done for me.
I agree.
So, but again, that's the type of thing you have to be really specific with someone who's selling it to you, so you get what you want.
For sure.
And you don't.
For sure. Now I'm never trying to, backdoor a zipper pull and
for sure.
Set it up incorrectly. So definitely.
So this has been super informational. It's great to see the variety of products.
Yeah.
I feel less in the dark about Emblematics, having sat with you for this hour.
Yep.
Candidly.
Appreciate it.
But look, you've long said to me that, just send it over.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And let you do the work.
Right.
And, I'm comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
Because we've known each other for a long time now, and you've been doing it a while.
Right.
And, obviously I've got the Williams connection with the owner, and don't hold Bowden against them.
Yeah.
And for me, it's really understanding who
Yeah.
and why.
Yeah.
And taking it from there.
For sure.
Right. Because you always kind of want to put the right piece into people's hands for the right reason. So,
and some stuff that I come up with, might not tickle your fancy, and you might come back to me and say, "Hey, Mike, I don't love that. Let's kind of steer in a different direction." And that's stuff that we're open to, right? But at least, having us take a lot of the burdens off your plate. You got a million things you got to get done today. You might not have time to dedicate an hour to a client that doesn't dive into this stuff with you. And you're like, "Hey, Mike, just take this website, come up with 5 ideas, and let's see where it goes." Like, that's stuff that I think proves valuable. I might not hit on, I might hit on 10% of them, but that grows my business year over year, and it gets you more comfortable having these conversations. Now you're bringing this up more often than you were in the past, and it's kind of, just a snowball from there. So, love bringing ideas to the table. Obviously, I know my stuff really well. You know your clients really well. If you can blend those 2 points together.
Where do pins fall on the annual? Like every year, there's like pens are always number one.
Yeah.
PENS pens are always number one.
Yeah.
As far as giveaways for promotional items.
Yeah.
Where do pins fall?
They've got to be up there. They have to be. I mean, we do a lot of pins.
Yeah. Keychains obviously are
their top 10 for sure.
Yeah. I mean, the only difference between a completely custom keychain and a keychain off the shelf cost-wise is time.
Yeah.
Like, it costs you the exact same to do a keychain that's completely custom to your world as it does to do a keychain off the shelf that somebody warehouses and throws your logo on.
For sure.
It's just time.
Yeah.
If you're buying enough.
Right.
If you're buying 100, that might not be the case. But if you're buying 250, 500, 1,000, it's the cost is negligible.
Yeah. And trust me when I say that we can, get that time, cut down where it's just a venture that makes sense for many.
All right. Listen, I'll trust you. I hope that's the case. Michael Adams from the Pin Machine of Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
It's cool. And that's our chat on Emblematics. And a day doesn't go by you don't see somebody wearing a pin if you're in the corporate world, because they're everywhere. They're at retail, they're at your bank, they're in the office place.
For sure.
So I hope this has been informational for you as well. And that is another edition of JaySapChats.